We are gearing up to have quite a lot of WizKids mini coverage for you this month, starting with this unboxing right here, and many thanks to WizKids for sending us a box of things to review. But we also have a few other WizKids plans in the works, some of which I am not allowed to talk about just yet, but I'm just gonna say that I am very excited about it. Also, we are like 3 weeks away from Gen Con, and we have a lot of appointments. We're gonna sit down with the team from WizKids, obviously. We're gonna meet up with the D&D team from Wizards of the Coast. We're gonna talk to the people from Paizo, and the team from Modifius, who has a brand new game coming out really soon called Dreams and Machines that I think we're gonna get an early look at. And of course, we're gonna stop by booths like Cobalt Press and Hit Point Press, obviously, and Beetle and Grimm's, and just whoever else we can track down and whoever else just looks interesting. But if you have a booth that you want to visit virtually through us, leave me a comment down below and I'll do my best to make it happen. And if you have questions for those folks that I mentioned already, let me know that too. But for now, let's just jump in and see what WizKids has in store for us today. Before we jump in, this week's videos are sponsored by the brand new Gloomhaven RPG on BackerKit right now through July 19th. That's Wednesday. If you like the strategic deck building and card play of Gloomhaven but prefer the open-ended storytelling of a tabletop role-playing game, then this is what you've been waiting on. We did a sample playthrough that you can check out in the eye in the corner of your screen up there. This is your chance to get the game at the cheapest price you are probably going to get it for the foreseeable future. Plus, they have a host of amazing-looking minis. Use our link down below to visit the BackerKit page and check it all out before the campaign ends on Wednesday. They also have a brand new version of the original Gloomhaven board game 2.0, so go check that out as well. I think you'll enjoy it. But that is the Gloomhaven RPG by Cephalofair Games on Kickstarter now. Alrighty, let us see what we have in here. We have lots of bubble wrap to start with, and a little bit of blue tape, and here we go. Let's just see. Ooh, a little interesting shaped box. This is Pathfinder Battles, Fists of the Ruby Phoenix, Contenders and Champions. All right, so this is essentially the next booster set box from Pathfinder Battles from WizKids, but they are, like the last couple of sets, they're releasing them in these little predefined packages, so you know exactly what you're getting. There's no random boosters this time. Fist of the Ruby Phoenix is a very interesting adventure path for Pathfinder. It is a level 11 to 20 adventure. In it, the PCs are going to be participating in a 10-year cycle tournament called the Ruby Phoenix Tournament in Tianjia. And every decade they go and see who the mightiest fighting team in the world is. And what's great about the adventure is that it is a fantastic follow-up to pretty much any 3-part AP that you're playing, because you can just finish that up, and then your heroes have such renown that they go and participate in this tournament. So it really is pretty easy to follow up with any of those adventures. The 3-part adventures that come to mind right now, you have the Outlaws of Alkenstar, you have Abomination Vaults, you have Quest for the Frozen Flame, you have Gatewalkers, I think Sky King's Tomb is also a 3-parter, and Seasons of the Ghosts is a 4-parter, but I'm not sure exactly what level it ends at. But Grady helped write for that one, so that one's gonna be a good one. But let's look at this thing real fast. This one looks like some of the player characters. Well, they all have names. Well, no, some of them do. You have a Ghost Eater Monk and Syndara, the Sculptor. I haven't read through this adventure yet, so I don't know who's an important NPC and who's not, but these are some very cool looking possible PC minis, especially for this campaign, because there's such an Asian flair to them. I love that Catfolk Beast Singer. If you want a Catfolk Bard, then a Tabaxi Bard, if you're playing D&D, then that's the way to go. Oh man, this is a very cool looking set, and there's no window to peek in through, so we're gonna have to open that up and see what's in there. Let me get out the next box. And it is indeed the next Fist of the Ruby Phoenix box. This is Tournament of Trials. Oh wow, there's like a giant, I think, in this one. What is that character? Look at that Tengu. The Tengu Master Bard, the Golden League Zune, the Kitsune Foxfolk character. You have some Yais who are Onis who masquerade as different kinds of characters in the universe. You have a Taiga Yai, which I guess is supposed to look like a Taiga Giant, which must be the big one in the set. A Shadow Yai. Very interesting. These are some of the more interesting looking characters, and these are clearly pictures of renders on the back, so I want to see how much they match up with their actual minis when you get them out of the box. Next set here is, what is this one called? Danger Island Denizens. Not necessarily any rhyme or reason, I think, so far into who's in which box, but when we kind of delve into the adventure and see who these characters are, maybe it'd make a little bit more sense. This looks a little bit more like enemies. Ronto Frost Goblin Wrestler, which is amazing. Yeah, what is this? Galarian's Finds. It looks like several other participants in the adventure, in the tournament. Blue Viper Lighthouse form, which I don't know what that is either. I'm looking forward to doing some research into this set to see what it's all about. Mananagal? That's another fun one. All right, we'll find out. We'll find out more soon. I got my research to do. Oh, this is a single miniature, it looks like. This is Syndara the Sculptor final form, which I assume is maybe one of the big bads of the adventure. Ooh, it looks like a humanoid or an elf who has developed a tree-type skin around themselves. But there is so much going on in this mini, I have no idea. It's interesting that's in the same... It looks like the box that you would get for a random booster box here. But it is, yeah, one collectible miniature that is non-random. So we'll find out more about Syndara the Sculptor very soon here. And there is, I think, just one more in here. So we have 5 total, which makes sense. Slightly larger box here. This one has 7 minis inside. This one is called the Martial Arts Masters. Again, there's not a lot of rhyme or reason to these, as far as I can tell. Oof, look at those. An Onidashi Sorcerer. A Yeti Monk. Come on now. The Jin Hei is very interesting, kind of ghostly mini. A white-haired witch. Her hair turns into... She's walking on her hair. Very Medusa-like from Marvel Comics in a way. Very interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, I really am not familiar with the characters or the monsters from this adventure, so we will do some research, and we're going to present you a video each for all of these so that we can kind of get a little sense of what's going on in this adventure and maybe how you might be able to use these minis. They are somewhat specific, I think, to this particular adventure. So I don't know if it's going to be as appealing if you are not running through the Fist of the Ruby Phoenix adventure, but if you are running any kind of adventure in Tianjia, in the Pathfinder universe, or if you are running an Asian-inspired adventure or visiting an Asian-inspired land in your own games, these may be very cool because they are based on a lot of Asian mythology, and you see a lot of the Asian cultural influences in their dress and their names. So, you know, having a kitsune and things. So let me know what you think of this set. And if you have one of these in particular that you are interested in, please let me know that as well. We will be opening up a poll over on our website at gallantgoblin.com. Oh, not our website, actually, over on our Patreon, patreon.com/thegallantgoblin, to find that poll. And it's to help support us and keep us on the air. Oh, also, if you are intending to play an adventure or you want to play an adventure in Tianjia, in the Pathfinder universe, there's a whole slew of books coming out for Tianjia from Pathfinder. I think later this year or early next year, I forget the exact date, but Grady also worked on all of those books, so go check those out. It's also great if you just want to flesh out the setting for your Fist of the Ruby Phoenix adventure. But before I wrap up, I have another free spell for you for 5e. We are making free 5e spells for every card in this deck from our sponsor Hit Point Press. It is Animated Spellcraft Volume 1. You can download the free spells today at gallantgoblin.com/spellcraft and use our link in the corner of your screen to pick up the Animated Spellcraft Volume 1 deck to pair them with. This is Spirits of Winter, a powerful 7th level spell that sends out little spirits that can drain the warmth from living creatures, possibly instantly petrifying them into ice. This takes Cone of Cold up to a whole new level. Just print out the spells, sleeve them up with the cards, and you've got a whole slew of new arcane fun to add to your campaign. And again, many thanks to Hit Point Press for continuing to support our work here. I'm also in the process of getting a brand new show started here that I think you're really going to like. It's going to be very fun, I think, something very different for us, so stay tuned for that. And don't forget to check out the Gloomhaven RPG before that campaign ends on Wednesday and get your animated reference cards at the link down below. Anyway, until next time, stay safe, have fun, love each other, and I will see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.